So it seems like the Bengals have been fielding trade offers from several positions, according to a source on Twitter. I'll talk about these positions and what my thoughts are on them on the upcoming episode of New Stripe City. Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for diehard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie. So I was approached on Twitter by a gentleman that claims to have heard a rumor confirming which trade offers the Bengals have been being talked to about. This guy goes by Tushix on Twitter, and it seems as if that there are players that have been called about, and this excludes AJ Green. So he's saying that they have fielded calls about wide receivers, running backs, tight ends, defensive tackles, defensive ends. It seems like safety as well. So what that tells me is this could be legit, right? This guy is claiming that the source that told him this also told him that Marvin Lewis wouldn't be back and that Hugh Jackson wouldn't be the next coach. So he says unless something changes, he doesn't believe that they're moving anyone, and that wouldn't include Cordy Glenn. I think that this is possible. The reason why is because you look at the cornerback position, there could be teams calling for Drake Kirkpatrick. He's got a very team-friendly contract. It could be something that teams could be looking towards to add and possibly either move on or save some cap space. So that makes sense. Tyler Eifert makes sense as well when you talk about from a tight end perspective, him not actually fitting in this offense and just essentially wasting away. And why waste his talents when a team could, take Tyler Eifert in, especially we've heard about the Saints and the Patriots. So that would make sense as well. And then you've got the DT, and you talk about the Geno Atkins and the Carlos Dunlaps, and I believe that somebody could in fact call and inquire about those positions. So it seems as if that their asking prices have been pretty high, so I'm not sure whether a deal gets done. I think that if someone gets a deal done, maybe it's Tyler Eifert. So we'll have to wait and see. If you haven't heard my other video, I did one about Carlos Dunlap, so I think Carlos Dunlap is also in there in the mix as well. Safety is where it gets kind of interesting, right? Because they have been playing Brandon Wilson a lot, Sean Williams. So I would think that maybe one of those safeties are available in terms of Sean Williams possibly being inquired about. I doubt that they would really get rid of Jesse Bates III this quickly after he's had such a great start to his career. He has struggled lately, but it seems as if other teams are interested in some of the pieces that the Bengals have. Now, one thing I'm kind of curious about is how he said that, offensive tackle hasn't been inquired about, especially with, Cordy Glenn and this thing going so public and nasty. I kind of have a hard time believing that no one has called and talked to the Bengals about a Cordy Glenn trade. I also think that it's kind of weird that no one has inquired about the quarterback position with Andy Dalton, at least to get a temperature check. So we'll see how things play out, but this guy is claiming that he has received legit information before. This isn't one of my sources, but yeah, if you want to follow him on Twitter, and we'll stay tuned and see what happens. Now, he did say he doesn't think anything will happen given their asking prices, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who possibly was mentioned, who you think that, teams called about. Let me know in the comments. But as usual, I'll leave you with a who day, all day, every day, especially on Sunday.